on the Psychic Truth. I am Joy, and I absolutely love you. I'm so excited to be here once again, talking about all things spiritual, all things life, because how can you have one without the other? In fact, we are eternal, limitless beings having a human experience. Yay! We come from a place of perfection, and we come here to experience duality. Why? So we can learn, because we're creatures of habit. Creatures of habit. That means that we learn through experience. Yes, angels, I'll be drilling this into your head briefly again, because you are limitless, you're eternal. You came here for these disappointments, for these surprises, for these failures, successes, trials and tribulations and triumphant moments. We're awesome, and we learn through experiences. So when I was a little girl, my mom would say, you know what, Joy, you don't have to experience that. I can share my experience with you. But no, a hard head makes a soft butt, and I've got the softest booty you ever could think to find on the planet. So I had to have my own experiences. I had to learn for myself, because my soul craves experiences. It craves to have the experiences and the exploration that I came here to have. All that good stuff on that chart that I signed, that entry point, that exit point, and all that learning in between. Take a step back. Allow for time for you. What resonates for you? What feels good for you? What makes you feel grounded? What makes you feel safe? What do you believe? And how do you come to these beliefs? How do you take and choose from what you're hearing from others, social media, perhaps mentors, family, friends, what you may see on movies? These things get you, it may be a song. All these little things added up for me. All those different avenues of exposure to other people's opinions, beliefs, ways, views, and all like this. All those things help me to sit back and realize what resonates for me. It didn't have to be what someone else said, but that might have led me on a trail to consider something that I hadn't. That might have allowed me to open up to receive something that I hadn't previously thought to consider. Or it totally contradicts the way I've seen life. For all of my, 39 years before I began my awakening, which is an ever happening process. My point is, when you take time to meditate, there's that big M word. You guys know I'm getting to the meditation. I know a lot of us don't like to do it. I was one of them. Us was me. I didn't like to meditate because I couldn't handle the monkey mind, the constantly having thoughts float into my brain, even when I tried so hard not to think. It's all about not trying to think. It's about mindfulness, and it's about, guess what? This thing is a muscle. And like any muscle, you use it to strengthen it. So if you are struggling with meditating and not allowing the monkey mind to distract you, the thoughts to just float in, there's a few different techniques. One that did not work for me was allowing these thoughts to float away like if they were a filled up helium balloon and float away into the sky. What does work for me is counting. Try this. I've got 2 techniques I want to share with you, angels, today. If you are having problems focusing or not focusing, if you are having problems with the monkey mind during meditation, which is imperative, all that I said earlier, it was getting to how we come to an understanding of what resonates for us, how we level up, how we receive guidance, clearer perceptions of reality, how we become more sensitive to the energies surrounding us. That spirit reaches out with messages sometimes. It could be even it could be even an overwhelming feeling not to take that left-hand turn. Take the right-hand turn, even though you don't normally take the right-hand turn, but today there might have been a terrible fatal collision. Spirit comes in as divine interception, divine guidance, and we love it, and we want to be open. We want to be sensitive. We want to receive all that there is. All of the guidance, all of the tips, all of the hints, all of the clues, because we're worthy of it. We are, again, eternal, limitless beings. So when you're doing your meditation and you're focused on your breaths, which is the first recommendation, focus on your breath. Imagine your chest space, your lungs expanding with every inhalation and then deflating with every exhalation. So that's one thing that you can do. You can focus on your belly filling with air and then dropping down and decreasing in size as you exhale. There's another thing that I really like to do, and it's to focus on point 0. It's a point 0 point in between your breaths, in between the inhalation, the exhalation. Right there, there's that space right there before you take another breath. That's a whole place for you to find a whole new universe. That's one method. We've got Danielle. All right, welcome, Danielle and Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Woohoo! Come on in, Danielle. Come on in, and welcome. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm amazing, especially now that I'm talking to you. Look at that good energy I'm feeling. How you doing tonight? And I see where you're calling from. How's the weather? How's the weather there for you right now? Just out of curiosity. I ain't never been nowhere, sis.
It's pretty cool. It's not hot and it's not cold. It's just right.
All right, all right. Now, what can I do for you tonight, my love?
Okay, so I've been seeing this guy for a few months now, and I just want to know what is his intentions with me. Like, are we gonna be together? Like, what's going on?
All right, all right. Let's ask. What's going on with this guy? What are his intentions, and are you going to be together? We're going to ask our guides because we like to ask our guides whenever we have a query, whenever something's important, especially, Danielle, when we're considering sharing our energy space, especially an intimate type of energy space. That is definitely worthy of visiting spirit. That is definitely worthy of taking the time. And I'm so proud of you for calling in and asking for advice and guidance before you share that energy. Your energy is amazing. It is quite valuable. You know what I'm talking about, sis. We can't be sharing our energy with just a video person. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to tell you right away. I'm not sure if you're watching, but I wish more of you would watch and listen as well. I have got from my Ask Your Guides deck. It is a beautiful red card, and it shows new life, growing, being nurtured, new life, divine mother. This card is all about putting energy into something new. And given our query, I'm going to tell you right now, it will be a great thing to put some energy into this relationship, putting some energy, nurturing it, being patient, taking your time, building something together, building a great friendship, relationship, trust, honesty, respect, and all of these things will be mutual. You both put in the energy and it's going to be something beautiful there. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, but
because he's in a little...
I'm sorry, repeat this.
You can go ahead.
I was going to say there is some history and there is some baggage there, though, because I have the Shame and Divine Healers card. And this is about choices, decisions that were made. This person is surrounded by hearts. Now, actually, I'm going to say this could be you or him. I am not quite clear. I will not tell a fib. Let me figure out how the camera goes. There we go. Okay. Shame and Divine Healer's Guide. This is about forgiving yourself for things that you did to cause others pain. This is about forgiving yourself for choices you made, and also about forgiving others or forgiving yourself for allowing things for yourself that you shouldn't have allowed, things that you didn't deserve. You deserve better. Allowing things to happen. This is about luggage and baggage carried from a past relationship, from something dealings with others from in the past. So this would definitely come up to be a little bit of an issue, will cause an issue. So the Divine Healer Guides want, whoever this is referring to, this could be you, this could be him, this could be both of you, and something that you both have in common. They want you to release that baggage, release those emotions, release that hurt, pain, disappointment, so that when you move forward into a new relationship, you're not carrying any of that, and it doesn't affect, what you can build together. Now, what were you going to say, sis?
You just answered my question, because that was exactly what I was ready to say.
Goodness. Oh, well, that's lovely. Oh, my goodness.
He got a situation with his kid's mother, and I got me and my daughter's father, we split up, but I'm still carrying that baggage that I need to release. But the main thing is the situation with his kid's mother.
The main question was answered. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, but I just want to tell you that you're right where you need to be with this. Everything happens in a special order, a special timing, right when it's supposed to. I'm glad you can't see this camera, sis. My hair is not looking too good with these headphones. These big old headphones, no earbuds. My ear holes hurt with earbuds go in it, but that's too much information. But I just want to tell you I love you, and remember things are happening in absolute divine order. Archangel Agriel, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. That's what the card says. And I really feel that to be true. You are protected. You are being divinely guided. Things have to happen in a certain way, like that domino setup I talk about all the time. If you move one, Danielle, then none of them fall the way that you would like for them to. So I'm glad I was able to, answer that question for you. I love you. How you feeling now?
Love you too. Thanks. I feel good because now I don't have to question a lot of things. I'm more like, I've been questioning, okay, is he ever going to let that situation go because he's not happy and just, come with me?
Absolutely.
It may sound mean, but he's not happy.
I get it. And we all come to a point, especially right now, you know, this retrograde just ended. It has affected each of us quite deeply, even myself. Let's talk about it. Things returning to us that we had said, you know what, we learned the lesson. We're done with it. We moved on. We've created boundaries. Talking about ex relationships and exes popping back up. Even I was not exempt, sis. I was not exempt. And I said, wow, this retrograde, everybody keeps telling me that. I got a few readings and I kept hearing ex coming around, ex coming around. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I am a lady. I don't have exes. But sure enough, one word pops. So it's all about choices. I know, that's crazy. I'm not exempt. It's about choices, though. I'm so happy that we got to talk today. You have the best one ever.
Thank you.
Have got, oh, you're welcome. We have got Tony. All right, Tony coming in. Was that San Diego? Tony, yes, come on in. Hey, how you doing? How are you?
I'm beautiful. I live in paradise.
Yes, you know it. Yay, Tony. You said the best, and that was the best response I think I heard all week. You know what? That was the best response I've heard all year. Someone said, I am beautiful, and you know it. Yes, girl. How may I help you? I am already in love with your energy. I love it.
Thank you. Well, right now I am interested in two people that I am with, and I'm not sure if I'm really interested in both of them or they're both interested in me, and I'm not sure what direction to take.
Okay, I love the relationship readings. I love the connection readings. I mean, the relationship connections, you know, these type of readings are kind of like my favorite. So it gets me really excited. All right, let's see what we get for you. And one more shuffle because, you know, I get a bit anal about my shuffles. Anybody else out there use decks of cards and you just have to have the shuffles a certain way, a certain amount of shuffles. Okay. So I'm going to come from my Archangel Oracle deck. I'm coming from this Ask Your Guides deck, and I may even want to pull one. Okay. So we're going to go with this first card. Archangel Oracle Prosperity, Archangel Ariel. This is all about your needs being met and to set your intention, following your intuition. This is about manifesting. So this is about you were ready for a relationship. You manifested this situation. You manifested a little bit abundantly there, huh, Tony? You got choices here. This is telling me that this is all down to you. Ooh, and we have got cards flying aplenty. I have the Death card. This is something that needs to be released. Don't get afraid. Don't get afraid when you hear the Death card, Tony. This is about releasing something that doesn't serve you. So before we even address moving forward into one of these unions, there is something that needs to be released, something that doesn't serve you, something that you as well. We do a lot of carrying. We do a lot of carrying baggage. Don't you like when you lose a few pounds, Tony? Because I know my big behind does. Releasing things that don't serve us, ways, views, opinions, because we get hurt and we carry these downloads, we carry these, you know, hurtful moments, and then we've got this guard up, covering our heart, thinking that everything is going to, you know, every relationship, everyone's going to hurt us the same way. It's going to turn out like it did before, but we're not going to let that happen, Tony. So we put up these guards, and by guarding ourselves so closely, so dearly, a lot of times we block what the universe has in store for us. We tend to have the same type of relationships and draw in the same type of men now, don't we, Tony? That's about our vibe.
I was just going to say they're both kind of the same people with different faces.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but there is a subtle difference. We've got here a lot of self-expression here. We got a lot of self-expression, talking. There's a lot of talking going on. There's a lot of sharing. There's a lot of getting close, getting to know each other. It just feels like and I'm seeing it here in the cards, it feels like you're really tired of being alone. You're really tired of the thought of, you know, continuing on. And if you don't continue on, then you hook up with someone and it's a waste of energy. You don't want to waste your energy, and your divine helpers want you to know that if you make the right choice, one of your two guys, one of these guys are your soulmates. One of these guys are here for you they're not your twin flame. It's not your forever guy, but they are here for really big, important lessons and a deep, deep connection. That kind of, you know, that kind of relationship that starts with friendship. That kind of relationship where they help to keep you grounded, you know. They help to keep you grounded. They help to keep you steady. They show you things about yourself. Now, this is, again, not a twin flame union. This is not a twin flame union. However, this is a really important one. Let's see what we can get to give you tips, hints, and clues about which guy. because they do kind of feel some similar, as in the stirrings that they're giving you. Because it would be, you know, really easy for me to say, Tony, which one do you like better? And I feel like there's some things. Okay, so we got the high priestess here. This is telling you.
I could take both of them and make them one and be perfect.
Right? But you can't have the best of both worlds. But with the high priestess cards, you do. You actually do, Tony. This card is talking about using your rational, logical thought process or thought patterns, you know, using your head with that masculine energy, and also using your intuition, using that that connection, the way your gut feeling is what I'm trying to say. So the high priestess card is telling me you got a lot of both going on, masculine and feminine energy, and you're going to need to tap into both of those when you're making your choices, when you're choosing this. You know, this is a big decision for you. It's a big decision. This man is very, very passionate. The guy is very, very passionate. He would, you know, bring about that within you. He would bring about that within you, you know, your passions, your desires, you know, it would be a definite mutual thing, a give and take, and a bouncing off of each other's energy. There would be like fireworks, intimately. That's all I'm saying, Tony. This is a PG show. There will be fireworks intimately. And also, I have lots of pentacles here, you know, pentacles in the hands, under the feet, on the head. He will be stable. Okay, we got a jumper. Oh, wow. Full moon completion. And you know what this speaks to me, Tony? Once again, you have manifested. You have manifested these choices. I do not have an answer for you on which gentleman to choose. But hopefully you're listening. You'll replay this broadcast back and maybe catch something that you did not catch beforehand, you know, that might resonate for you. But this is something that was definitely manifested. We just had the full moon. This card is full moon and completion. So this is all down to you. This is all down to you. And I would just say, you know, for lack of a better way to explain it, you have summoned their behinds to you, sis. You got to go with your inner, knowing your intuition, and you got to use logic. You got to look at each one of them and make a list, pros and cons. That is the best advice I can give you, because that's what they're giving me. You got to come from both angles.
That's a good idea.
You got to look at every aspect. Yeah, absolutely. And if you ever want to chat or catch me up, you can find me at thepsychictruth.com. Angels, make sure you visit thepsychictruth.com/radio. There's promotion. There is a promotion. Did you know that, Tony? There's a promotion. There are going to be 5 free 30-minute slots, readings available for all 5 winners. You guys can choose the reader of your choice. But of course, if you're smart, you choose Joy. I love you so much, Tony. Thanks for calling and chatting with me, sis. You're awesome, and good luck. Not that I believe in luck, but sending you love.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sis. Amazing. You know, the best part of this job is the interactions, all the awesome people you get to meet and interact and connect with across the globe. Back to those tips with meditating. Wow, that really just raised my vibes talking. I get so happy to work with you, angels. Nothing makes me feel better. Nothing sets me on cloud 9. Nothing raises my vibes like doing what I'm here to do. And that is make connections, help us to figure out our life's issues, get to the root and core of them, and break them down. You know, fragment by fragment. Why are we the way we are? Why do we respond the way we respond? Why do we internalize the things that we do the way that we do? Why do we react or interact with folk? Why do we have triggers and buttons, you know? Yeah, a lot of things go on. A lot of us suffer anxiety, depression, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you, angels, before, but I am a recovered drug addict. I have been clean for 13 years. Now, I am patting myself on the back because we are going on 13 years, very, very close soon. It will be 13 years clean. And that was a choice. That was all about a choice. I don't regret what I did 13 years ago, because if I had not, I wouldn't be so awesome at helping and working with recovered drug addicts. I wouldn't be so awesome at understanding when you're telling me, hey, Joy, I'm feeling like I want to end it here and I don't want to live another day. Coming from a place of being able to relate to the highest of highs and the lowest of lows is like one of the most beautiful things that you can carry under your belt. No, I'm not proud of those choices that I made, y'all, but they made me and helped me to become who I am. All those mistakes, all those bad choices, they create tears, they create cracks and creases, right? So that's where all my light shines from. So when people come to me and say, Joy, you must have came out this way. Well, perhaps I did, but then life fell on me. and I was an introvert, and I walked around not wanting to be noticed. I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I was the only one that felt this way, that I was all alone. I didn't belong here. But guess what? You're not alone. No one's better or less than you. We are all on an even playing field, and we are all intricate pieces, really important pieces to this puzzle that is life. We're awesome. We're amazing. We're not stuck. And when we're meditating and we feel like we can't escape this monkey mind, oh my goodness. It's so, so we talked about that 0.0 in between our breaths. If you keep focusing on that little space in between breathing in, breathing out, and that space right there before you take another breath, if you continue to focus on it in between every inhalation, exhalation, there's a whole new universe for you to slide into. Before you know it, you're not thinking anything, but you are deep, deep in meditation. And you know what? Sometimes you happen to have profound experiences. Sometimes you feel zooped out of your body while you still feel yourself physically sitting in your seat. I had an experience like that in the beginning of my awakening, and it was like a groovy psychedelic trip. I'm going to tell you what, it leaves you, and you got to be careful not to chase the signs, but it leaves you wanting more. It leaves you wanting another connection like that, another experience like that, another shift like that. Absolutely amazing working with spirit, and how we hone our gifts, our abilities, our latent talents is simply by meditating. A lot of us don't want to hear that. And, we can be kind of lazy, but like with all muscles, it does take work, and you do get used to it. It gets stronger. You get bigger or larger or higher stamina. And these things are good because then you're able to I got a mirror shine going on there. What a glare, ladies and gentlemen. I love you so much. Don't you dare look at my fan. I get a little excited when I'm doing spiritual work or chatting so much about spirituality because I am so passionate about it and I love you so much. So there's another little trick we can do really quickly. I just wanted to hit two little, these are tricks you can do to help you with the monkey mind. When you are meditating, angels, you can count from 1 to 10, never higher because, then you're likely to think about what number comes next. Counting from 1 to 10 is something that we can do effortlessly. We don't have to think when we're counting 1 to 10. So we're going to go in 1, out 2, in 3, out 4 until we get to 10 and we start over again. We are only thinking of counting to 10. We don't have space for fantasies, stories we make up, our imagination to run wild, memories. And usually for me, it would be stories. My mind begins to create these stories. I could be having a conversation or arguing with someone in my head while I'm trying to meditate. And deep inside, I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I am trying to meditate. I am trying to relax so I can reach higher levels of consciousness and stuff. Every day I got to wake up and figure out how the universe goes. So let's not have this with the monkey mind while I'm trying to meditate, but it happens to all of us. So I began to do YouTube guided meditations, angels, and I still do them. Don't cheat yourself. Do guided meditations. You don't have to think. You just listen and you just go. Amazing feelings. You may feel goosies. You may feel tingling sensations. You may feel inclined to call thepsychictruth.com/radio because there is a special offer only for you angels out there in radio land because we absolutely adore and love each and every one of you. There are going to be 5 slots, 5 chances for 5 listeners to win a 30-minute free reading with the psychic of your choice. Maybe it might be me, or maybe it might be one of our awesome, talented psychics. We have all kinds of readers with all kinds of skill sets and different ways we serve, different ways that we connect. We're all amazing in our own right, and none of us are the same. Cookie would be me, but cookie cutter sameness is not desired here. We like options. We like to have more experiences, and the more differences in folks, the more experiences you're going to have. We love you at Psychic Truth, and we want you to visit, once again, thepsychictruth.com/radio. Come on over and fill out your small entry form so you, too, can have the option or the chance to be entered into a drawing to win a 30-minute reading with the psychic of your choice. Here's thepsychictruth.com. So go on over to thepsychictruth.com/radio. Also, when you join and visit the website and you subscribe, there is a first 3 minutes for free for new subscribers. So you're going to get those first 3 minutes for free. You're going to say, hey, Joy, how you doing, girl? I called the chat. I had a question. Pull out those cards. Give me an answer. And I'm going to say, oh, my gosh, I am here for you. I didn't want a thing. I was waiting on you. I was sitting here waiting. I knew you were going to come. So come on over and visit me. I'm going to be there 5 minutes. It's 555 here. Woo! Another number sequence for this day. How many are you angels catching? thepsychictruth.com/radio, and then go on over to thepsychictruth.com and subscribe and ask for Joy, because I will be there 5 minutes after this broadcast ends. Remember to take that time. Remember to give yourself all the love and care that you deserve, all the nurturing, and part of that is finding time. You can lay in the bed for 10 minutes before you go to sleep. Instead of sitting here trying to figure out what you got to do tomorrow, what do you need to worry about, stop. Just stop. Quiet your mind, still your body, breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, call on your ancestors, passed on loved ones, and archangels, and ask them to stand guard. Yes, call on us, guys. Ask them to stand guard and keep you from anything below love and light. We are only connecting with love and light. We are keeping ourselves safe. And if we have any questions on grounding and shielding, if we have any questions on decisions and choices, if we're unclear on what to do in our life, we need closure, confirmation, guidance, come on over to thepsychictruth.com and visit Joy. I love you with all my heart. I am here for you. Let's get into it. I'm here for it. I'm going to log on now, and I hope that a few of you angels get on over there, call me, take advantage of those first 3 minutes for free when you are a new subscriber to thepsychictruth.com. And once again, get on over there and fill out your entry form for those 30-minute free readings. 5 of them available. 5 available. We love you. We're waiting for you. Choose your reader. Make it me. Send it all my love, guys. See you next time.